Hi, this is Dorothy from favehealthyrecipes.com and from taichibosman.com/rawfoodblog. I'm going to make raw tortilla soup today, which I have made 3 times this week and 3 times last week because I love it so much. And the raw tortilla chips are my raw Tostito crackers, which you can get off of my raw Tostito YouTube video. And also the recipe for this is underneath. And also, like, if you didn't want to make raw crackers, you could, well, there's also one for raw pita chips, which really tastes good. And you could also use some just good, healthy, baked tortilla chips, which they do make. Anyway, to start, you just use your blender and about 1.5 cups of water and I've got some of the sun-dried tomatoes in there, a little handful. And I'm going to put in about 1.5 cups, which I noticed lately is the perfect amount. And half a tomato, and then 1 squash, and I use the banana squash because it's so easy to peel, and I use my chibo to peel it, and it just peels so fast. But you could use a zucchini or any type of squash. And then a small piece of onion, and do save some of your chopped up vegetables to put in your soup after. And 2 teaspoons of salt. Just kind of eyeball it here. 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric. And turmeric, look on my site to see how great turmeric is for you. You're going to want to use it every day. It fights infections and it's just so good for you. And then a handful of cilantro or parsley and a small handful of onions, and that's it for our soup. So then the blend tech, we're going to blend it for just 20 seconds to make it creamy, but if you blend it twice on the soup button, it makes it up to 115 degrees, which is still technically raw, and you can have your own hot soup that way. And then in the midst of blending, I'm going to pour in a 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil to make it creamy. So here we go. Olive oil. About 10 seconds more and it'll be done. Actually, I'm going to put in some of the Rawtito crackers too because they make it taste so good, I discovered. You could also use like raw tortillas of your own without making them into chips. And then you're going to pour it into your cup or bowl or dish. And while you're pouring in, add some of the raw vegetables. Like I've got the parsley and some celery here, and some of the squash, and then a couple of the sun-dried tomatoes. Make it so pretty. And then if you're serving guests or just for yourself, put some of the raw tortilla chips on top, or Rawtitos, and you won't believe how good this soup is, you guys. Enjoy this great tortilla soup from favehealthyrecipes.com and from taichibosman.com/rawfoodblog.